What's up guys, Maineiacs here, and welcome back to Max's Big Bus. Now, I released a video yesterday. I was talking about the problems and stuff that I was having with my computer and why I've been gone for so long, and I do want to apologize for that again, especially for this game, which people actually like watching me play. It's not kind of like Time Tenchi or some of the other ones where it was literally just all tits. I mean, yes, there's boobs and shit and, you know, anime stuff, but it's not as bad as that. Also, I noticed that I was really quiet, and I do apologize for that, but I also live in an apartment now. Before, it was just a house that was kind of in the middle of a field, sort of. Well, there's a field all around me. Basically, there was nobody close, and now there's people below me. I don't have to worry about anybody over there or over there, because unless I scream really loud, they're not going to hear me. It's just people below me, and I don't know how the floors work or whatnot. Then again, I have no idea. I guess we'll find out. Anyway, I wanted to jump back into this, and I did want to give a shout out and thank you to Formula Fox. He actually sent me a comment on the game after I said I wanted to do this game over again, and he told me, hey, just to give you a heads up, unfortunately, Max's Big Bus does not save to the cloud, the Steam cloud, because one thing that's really nice about Steam is it will actually save all of your save data in their cloud. Unfortunately, Max's Big Bus does not do that, so I actually had to play through a little bit of the game again. Luckily, the game has a continue option at the main menu, which allows you to skip certain chapters, which is very helpful, and I was able to get back to the exact point that I left off from in my last video that I did for this. Also, on another thing, I finally got OBS to work. I've been working on my computer for the past 3 fucking hours trying to get everything set up and get it redone. I had to reset my computer 3 times, and I finally found out that it was for some reason EVGA Precision X, which is what I use to like set the fan and stuff like that for my graphics card, and for some reason that was making my CPU percentage jump way up, and for some reason it still is really high. I have no idea why, but I still can, but now I can actually record at 1080p 60 frames per second, which doesn't make a huge deal in this game. I don't know if I will be able to continue doing it in like a game that's really graphically heavy, because it's running at 19, somewhere around 15 to 20%, when normally it used to not even get above 10%. Again, I still have no idea what is causing the CPU to jump up like that, but at least it's working now, and it's not going up to like 90% like it was before for absolutely no reason. So after that long, stupid, you know, rambling intro, let's actually get back to the game, because I've been wanting to play this. Now, if you guys remember, I actually kind of briefed myself going back and having to play it. We finally made our way to the manor, and we're trying to basically figure out what the hell the snake girl, that's all I'm going to call her right now, the snake girl, the girl with the fucking stupidly long neck, what the hell she is doing, and what her connection is with the minx. And obviously we ran into Pandare, which is the asshole, the commissioner or whatnot. So now we are actually going back into the mansion through the kitchen, and I have no idea specifically what we're doing, but we just spoke with Captain Nikore, and he told us to jump back into it. So again, I don't know. As long as everything goes okay, I was able to edit and everything, no problem. It's just going to be recording. Streaming, I would like to stream. I don't know if I'll be able to. I'll give it a shot. I have better internet now, which is also nice too. Obviously, I don't have good enough. I don't have like Google Fiber or anything like that, but it's decent, better than what I had before. So hopefully I'll be able to maybe stream, depending on if OBS wants to freak out at me. Still don't know why the CPU is so high, especially in a fucking visual novel, but whatever. Anyway, let's actually play the game. I apologize for almost 5 minutes just rambling. So, Mr. Rockville, our guests are waiting. Are you going to bring out the food anytime soon? Hello? Mr. What the fuck? Mr. Rockvale? Oh my god. Dude got stabbed. That's not the butler, is it? I think that's the guy that was in the kitchen that we had to go and actually give. We had to go and get a picture from the bunny-eared girl, who's the one that we had. She's kind of jumped up a couple times in the actual series while we're playing the whole game. But we had to go get a picture from her, and we gave it to this guy, and he led us into the actual conference room where they were talking before we got in trouble. Now the dude's got a fucking katana sticking out of his chest. That sucks. Mr. Rockvale! And I'm still working with how loud I can go and stuff, so bear with me, guys. I'll make sure it's not super quiet, but, you know, if you have any suggestions, anything along those lines, you know, let me know. Reckon anything interesting is going on in there? Well, some dude just got stabbed. Oh, yeah, these two are sitting out in the freaking car. Ember, you're still looking good. Hi. Yeah, we'll just go with that. God, I love the cat ears and tail. It's still too early yet. They're probably sitting around drinking tea or discussing the weather. I doubt we're missing anything. God, Holly. Alright, yeah, you're probably right. It's so boring in here. I hate stakeouts. Join the club, Holly. Hey, what are you doing over there? I'm playing games on my phone, excuse me. Aren't you worried about draining your battery? What if you need to make a phone call? Oh, it's okay. I've got it plugged in. What's your phone plugged into, Holly? Is it plugged into the cigarette lighter? Maybe? What did I say about draining the car battery, Holly? We need this car to drive. Okay, first of all, unless you have the worst fucking car battery in history, you charging your phone from that is not going to drain the battery. It takes, depending on your battery, several hours just to drain the battery if you leave your lights on. Let alone charging your phone, which draws very little power. What kind of sense is that? Whatever. Okay. This game's logic. We'll go with that. You don't let me do anything fun. It's a stakeout, Holly. It's not supposed to be fun. Now unplug your damn phone. Or start the car. No! Give me that. Hey, quit it. I said quit it. Don't. The hell? Okay, I didn't mean to do that. My bad, guys. Well, girlie, you're the forensic expert here. Is this bugger dead? I don't know. He has a sword through his chest. Maybe. Yep, he's dead as a doornail. God, you're yellow. Jesus, I like his piss yellow pants. Look good, Pandare. Fan-bloody-tastic. The finals are on, but now I've got to deal with a fucking murder of all things. How long has he been dead for? Not long. He's still leaking blood from his wounds. I'd say it's been about 15 minutes. Alright, I still don't know why the fuck you lot are here, and I don't buy a bloody... It's a coincidence nonsense, but at this point, I don't bloody care. Why am I giving him a terrible accent? I'm gonna roll with it, though, because everybody can hate me for it. The creek's flooded, so I can't bring the boys in. So it looks like I'm stuck with you nonks? What the f... Never heard of that word. You redhead. Keep doing whatever it is you're doing with your forensic shit. Got it. Don't be such a dick. God, I hate him. I wish that black eye was actually from, but I think that's just part of his, like, panda thing. And you two idiots who keep fighting over the blonde chick, who apparently used to be a bloke. You're in charge of keeping everyone separate. Take 4 people or so each and keep an eye on them. I don't want any of them talking to each other. Sure, I could do that. Actually, I'm not a police officer. I'm a private investigator. Do I look like I give a shit? Go do your bloody job. God, that accent is awful. Hope you guys like it. But I said go do your bloody job. Do I make myself clear? Yes. Wow. Get shut down, Ethan. Bloody hell. And you, blondie bloke with the big tits. I'm assuming that's me. Probably Max. Start questioning everybody. I want full details of everyone's alibi in the next 15 minutes or you're fired. 15 minutes? Better get it to it, mate. I'm not mucking around. I'll fire you in an instant. Please don't tell me I have a timer. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to watch the footy. You dick. You're off to watch the footy right after there's been a murder. Yeah, why not? Aren't you going to interrogate suspects and help me with the investigation? You are the police commissioner, after all. I kind of added the me, but whatever. Ha! You don't buy a dog and then bark yourself. I'm the police commissioner. I delegate jobs like this. And right now, I'm delegating this job to you. Because that's what I pay you for. I've been waiting all fucking year for finals, and I'm not going to miss them just because some old cunt okay? Some old cunt decides the best time to be murdered is right after the biggest matchup of the decade. Do I make myself clear? Totally fucked that up. Gonna continue. Yes, sir. Okay, now I have to do one of those investigation things. Calm down. Why are we separating? That'll just make it easier for the murderer to slowly kill us one by one. We need to stay in a group. Haven't you seen it in the movies? It's not a horror movie. There's no, well, not a monster that we know of. Beck, I highly doubt we're dealing with a serial killer here. The murderer most likely knew the victim, and they had some personal feud that led to the murder. That's all. Most likely you mean you don't know. Oh God, we're all gonna die. Oh God, we're all gonna die. I don't want to die wearing a stupid hat. Well, take the fucking hat off. Calm down, all of you are safe. No one else is going to die. We don't know that. For all we know, the murderer could have been you, and you're planning on separating us so you can kill us when no one is around. Why should we trust you? Because I'm the main protagonist, bitch. My name's in the title. Hey, don't accuse me. I'm a police officer. That doesn't mean anything. Cops kill people all the time. Whoa! Real world effect. No, we don't. Boy, shut the fuck up. I can't hear the footy. God, I hate him. I wish he's the one that got stabbed. See, you're upsetting the commissioner. Calm down. Why is he watching the footy right now? There's a killer among us. Any one of us could be next. Relax, relax. Pandari put me in charge of finding the murderer, and I'm a great detective. I'll catch the killer in no time. You're in charge. You. Yep. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Pfft, I'll figure this out before anyone else is killed. And look, the door to the kitchen is wide open. 2 police officers are right here, if you need them. I can see Mr. Rockville's corpse from here. Oh, it's the old guy, not the young dude. Never mind. Oh, that's right, that young dude's name was like Dale or some shit. Victoria, you might want to move that door a little bit to the left. Sorry, got it. See? Perfectly safe. I need to write out my will while we're here. There's still time, excuse me. Alright, Max, time to get your thinking cap on. Let's start with the alibis and go from there. Now, who should I question first? Okay, here comes the whole investigation thing. I believe somebody, if I remember correctly, there was a comment in the last video where somebody talked about this is the last one. I think there's actually only 3 chapters after this, too. What to do? Let's talk to people. Everyone is here. Alright, let's go talk to this is the guy I gave the... Or I found him outside, one of the two. How do you know my name? I arrested you on the highway about a week ago. That's the guy that was really fucked up on minks. You're driving under the influence of minks and said your name was Terry. Terry? I don't remember saying that. I do remember waking up in the cells, though. That's hardly surprising. You were pretty far gone at the time. And judging by your actions earlier this evening, it's a habit you haven't dropped. I don't know what you're talking about. Uh-huh. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about the murder? Well, I hope so. It wasn't me. I'm not saying it was you. I just need to know what you were doing at the time of the murder. If I recall correctly, you were out here snorting minks at around about the same time as the butler's death. I wasn't snorting minks. It must have been my imagination then. What were you up to this evening? Well, I'd been in that landholders meeting all afternoon, taking notes for Mr. Haas. Things were starting to wind down and I was feeling a little under the weather, so I decided to step outside, smell the fresh air, and take a whiff from my inhaler. You know, for asthma. So you suffer from asthma and you use an inhaler to relieve the symptoms. Precisely. You'd have a script for the puffer, wouldn't you? Mind if I have a look at it? Exactly. No, I lost it. You lost your puffer. Yep. In the last 5 minutes. Yep. That wasn't an asthma puffer you were inhaling, was it? Dale? I don't give a shit about your casual drug use, Dale. All I'm after is whoever murdered that butler. I'm not going to arrest you over snorting a few vials of minks. You promise? I promise. Fine, I was snorting minks out here all evening. Dale, hi. Dale, hi. You're under arrest for the use of prohibited substances. What? But you promised you wouldn't arrest me. I lied. Oh, come on. Now you know what? That's no fair. I'm calling police entrapment. He probably still has the minks on him. They could literally search him and he could arrest him for that. It wasn't even that much minks anyway. It was like 20 mils? MLS? I understand getting a slap on the wrist, but arresting me? That's messed up. Relax, Dale. I was just messing with you. You're not under arrest. Really? Snort as much minks as you like. I don't care, so long as you're not selling it. Don't scare me like that. It's not funny. Actually, it is kind of funny. So just to clarify, you were outside when the murder took place. Yep, you saw me out here when you were on the phone, so you know there's no way I could have done it. I'm innocent. That is true. The time frame wouldn't add up otherwise. Like I said, I'm not the murderer. There's no way I could have killed that guy. Thanks for the information, Dale. I appreciate it. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to somebody else. Everyone here. Hey, babe. Handling things all right? God, I hate you. Forgot about Kaiba. Yeah, I'm getting there. At the moment, I'm just interviewing everyone and figuring out their alibis. It's kind of tedious, but I'm working my way through it. I wonder if I don't know if the maid would do it. Then I don't know. Stick with it, babe. It's harder to keep a story straight than you'd think. If private investigation has taught me anything, it's that people get flighty under pressure. Sooner or later, someone's going to say something that doesn't make sense. That's what I'm counting on. Anyway, do you mind if I ask you a few questions about what you saw? I'm just trying to piece everything together right now. No worries. Where do you want me to start from? Last I saw, you were trying to decipher that painting with Brad. Yeah, that's where the two of us were. I'm starting to think we're reading too much into it, and the artist was just an idiot. But once you solve this murder, we'll go back and have a lengthy argument about it. Oh my fucking god. I know that boof head. What? Oh my god, okay, this, yeah, boofhead, that's a word, is wrong. The use of watercolor doesn't signify anything. Isn't watercolor two separate words? Don't believe anything I say. Uh-huh. So the two of you were upstairs the whole time. Did you see anything else while you were up there? I think everyone is downstairs, but I did see that maid girl and the younger butler moving around. They were restocking all the guest rooms. The two of them actually came inside and restocked the soaps in the bathroom while Brad and I were arguing. Oh, did they give us those little tiny shampoo bottles? I love those. I call dibs on taking them home. They're all yours, babe. Why? It's crap. Woohoo! Body wash is stupid and a waste of money, but it's free, then I won't feel guilty using it. I need to stay in fancy hotels more often. So you definitely saw Alfred and Trixie enter the room. Okay, somebody's going to say something about that. Yep, they were upstairs at approximately the time of the murder, so it's pretty unlikely they were behind this. Don't rule them out completely, but I'd consider them low priority suspects right now. Thanks for the information, Ethan. I really appreciate it. I can tell that I have not read in quite some time. You'll figure this out, babe. I know it. God, fucking annoying. Let's talk to Brad too. Oh, no, not Brad. My old landlord. Hector von Haas. I've got a few questions I'd like to ask you about the murder. Must I really concern myself with such a trifling matter? Surely we both have other things to do. Somebody died and you're like, I need to go. Huh. You mean like the mushrooms that pigs eat? What on earth are you talking about? Well, you mentioned trifles. Trifles are a type of dessert. You're thinking of truffles. What does a dessert have to do with the murder? I said it's a trifling matter. It's a common figure of speech for something that doesn't concern you. Do you live under a rock? Well, you would know. You used to be my landlord. I guess concrete is kind of a rock. Ugh. I'm not a murderer, but if you keep this up, I just might become one. Now ask your damn questions and get out of my sight before I have an emotional breakdown. Alrighty then. Why is he looking away from me? Where were you at the time of the murder? Granted, everybody's things are, yeah. As you're aware, I had spent the evening sitting outside on the balustrade. However, a chill wind began to pick up, so I retired inside. I was enjoying a freshly cooked scone that tasted absolutely delightful, when suddenly I was rudely interrupted by screaming and running and all sorts of nonsense going on. Judging by that commotion, I believe I was inside the manor when the murder itself took place, but without knowing the exact time of death, I wouldn't be able to confirm that with certainty. Alright, that sounds fair enough. What did you say, freshly cooked scone? Where did you get one of those? One of the maids was bringing them around. What? Why did I get one? I haven't eaten since I got here. I wonder if there's any scones left over. I could really go for one right about now. Are you asking me about a murder or what I ate for dinner? Sorry, got off track for a bit there. Was there anyone else that saw you inside that could back up your story? The maid, I suppose, but I chose to ignore other people when I can. Most people aren't worth the breath you exhale while talking to them. This guy is a pompous douche. Take now, for instance. So you didn't see anyone else apart from the maid? Not that I saw. But I've been quite consumed with thoughts recently. I couldn't tell you if there was anyone else around. I was too busy focusing on more important matters. Alrighty. That should do me for now. Thanks, Hector. That's a weird sentence. That's Mr. Von Haas to you. Now remove yourself from my presence. I hate him too. What a prick. Absolutely. Okay, let's review our notes. Do we have anything? We don't actually have anything. Alright. Let's move location. Let's head in here. Ah, it's cool music. Okay. Alright, let's talk to Victoria. I know you're busy playing around with that corpse right there, but do you have a few moments for me to ask you some questions, Victoria? I guess the dead guy can wait. What do you need to know, Max? Whereabouts were you during the time of the murder, Victoria? Me? I was upstairs the whole time. Whereabouts upstairs? I was in Evelyn's room. Oh, you two were fucking, weren't you? Wow, real blatant. Love her fucking shot. She's just like, what? Hey, what exactly were you doing up there? Fine, we were going to town on each other. I'm sorry, all I'm picturing is her laying on the bed and then fucking Snake Girl, Evelyn's head just like being way too high up from behind like her never mind. Were you aware she's evil, aren't you? She's not evil. Her name is pronounced Evelyn. It's like super duper obvious. She's behind this whole thing somehow. She's got you under her spell. kind of killing my audio there. Sorry, boys. Alright, you might be onto something with that last thing. Huh? Never mind, but yeah, I was with Evelyn the entire time. I'm gonna go with Evelyn. It sounds better than Evelyn. Evelyn the entire time, so there's no way she could have been the murderer. You didn't see or hear anything out of the ordinary while you were upstairs then? Like sounds of a struggle going on downstairs by any chance? I was pretty distracted, Max. I couldn't hear anything over Evelyn's moaning. Wow, they were going that far, huh? Okay. Just, I don't know. Yeah. Alright, that's more than enough information for me. So, just to clarify, you were with Evelyn the entire time and you didn't notice anything strange during that time. Yeah, I wish I could be more used to you, Max, but I just didn't see anything, sorry. That's alright, at least we know where Evelyn was during the murder. Thanks for the information, Victoria. Don't mention it. You need me for anything, just let me know. I'm sorry, guys, my fucking nose is itchy. I don't know what the hell. Ew, there's like blood everywhere in here. That's, okay. Let's go talk to Captain Douche, or Commissioner Douche. Mr. Pandari, are you bothered by the fact there's a corpse right next to you? No. What's he gonna do? He's dead. This isn't the first time. I've watched the sport at the scene of a murder, and it won't be the last. Oh, come on. That was a bloody try. What the fuck is this ref thinking? Is he watching the same game we are? Unfucking believable. Have you got time for a few questions? Nope, I'm watching footy. But there's been a murder. Do I look like I fucking care? Go do your job. But I am doing my job. Crap, it's a bloody aid break. You got 2 minutes, Blondie. If you want to ask me questions, now is the time. I love how I keep breaking character. I'm just gonna keep doing it. Time's ticking. Ask your damn questions. Alright. During the time the victim was murdered, where were you? If you were in the kitchen watching footy, wouldn't you have seen the murder take place? The footy hadn't started yet. They were showing some crappy soap opera nonsense. I went and took a piss in that dooney near the front desk, so I missed the murder. I guess dooney's another word for bathroom. I missed the bloody kickoff because of all this stuffing around too. I just wanted to watch the game at home with a nice cold beer in my hand, but then it suddenly started pissing down and now I'm stuck here watching the game on a tiny ass TV. Just my fucking luck. So you didn't see anything? Nope. And did anyone see you leave the kitchen and go to the bathroom? Nope. So you were in the hallway bathroom. That's not far from the kitchen, so wouldn't you have heard something? There weren't sounds of a struggle or anything like that? Like I said, it's pissing down. This place has a tin roof, so the only thing I could hear while I was taking a piss was the rain. It was actually quite relaxing. Well, what about... The game is back on. Question time is over. But... I said question time is over. Now go solve the bloody murder. I don't think Pandari is a very good police commissioner. No shit, he's terrible. Alright, let's head into the dining room. I guess we can... Alright. Everyone here is kind of shaky. Okay, I already talked to all of them. Move location. Let's go to the balcony. Or not the balcony, but the staircase. Alright, who's out here? There's a couple people. Oh, okay, the maid and then... Alright. Trixie, wasn't it? Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? What about? Just about what you were doing at the time of the murder. I'm trying to put together where everyone was at the time. Mr. Rockvale died. Oh, no thanks. What do you mean, no thanks? I might look cute and innocent in the maid outfit, but I'm actually studying law at university. I know my rights. I don't have to tell you anything unless I'm in the presence of a lawyer. What a bitch. That's true, but don't you want to see the murderer brought to justice? There's a half a dozen police officers here. I'm not exactly concerned for my safety, and I know I'm innocent, but I don't want to say anything that winds up biting me in the ass later. So you're not going to give me anything? Bring me back to the police station and let me speak to a lawyer first, and then I'll talk, but right now, I'm staying silent about the matter. You're really making this difficult for me, Trixie. What can I say? I don't trust coppers, and I don't want to go to prison. I'm not talking until I speak with a lawyer. What a bitch. This girl's smarter than she looks. Ask about cleaning. Ethan saw you upstairs cleaning rooms at the time of the murder. I take it that's where you were right before Mr. Rockville died? I don't know who this Ethan person is, and I'm not admitting to anything. But he saw you. Maybe he saw someone else. He doesn't know what all the employees look like. He could just be confused. Like I said, I'm not admitting to anything until I speak to a lawyer. Damn it, I need someone to back up Ethan's story. Okay, ask about the crumpets. So you're not going to tell me where... Jesus Christ, my fucking nose. Stop it. Where you were during the time of the murder, huh? Nope. Well, that's too bad because I just spoke to a guest who saw you downstairs handing out crumpets at the approximate time of the murder. Now I know where you were. You can't determine whether I was just from one person's testimony, especially a guest. For all you know, they could have got me mixed up with another staff member. What, does everybody look like each other? But... I'm not admitting to anything, understood? Damn it, she's got a point. Surely someone else saw her downstairs. All right. I'm not done here. Let's talk to somebody else. Talk to the other lady. Hey, Becky, how's things? Oh, about as well as they could, considering my boss was just horrifically murdered half an hour ago. I'm absolutely terrified, Max. Yeah, I get that. This whole thing is pretty spooky. I don't know how you're not freaking out right now. This is the scariest situation I've ever been in. I might not look like it, but I am a police officer. I'm trained to deal with situations like this, and this isn't my first murder case. Although this is the first time I've been in the same building when the murder took place, and I've never had to deal with the murderer still running around, too. I'm scared, Max. I don't want to die. Don't panic. We've got everything under control. There's a police officer in every room of the house. We'll keep you safe. There were the same number of police officers here half an hour ago, and that didn't stop a murder from taking place. Yeah, well, we're paying attention now. Don't worry. No more people should die tonight. Should? I meant will. No more people will die tonight. That's not very reassuring. Have you got time to answer a few questions? I guess, but I don't think I'll be all that helpful. Where were you at the time of the murder? I was right here, manning the front desk. Did anyone else see you working, or were you the only one here? You don't think I'm the murderer, do you? So you were by yourself out here. I don't have an alibi. Calm down, Becky. That doesn't mean I think you're the murderer. Although technically, bellhops are kind of a butler. Oh wait, I was on the phone with a customer, booking a room for next week. They can back up my story. The computer logs my phone calls too. Now that I think about it, here, see? I was on the phone during the time of the murder. It can't be me. She didn't say anything about Pandare going out there because he said that he went to the bathroom, which was out by the front desk. Who's to say you didn't just leave the phone off the hook, kill the butler, then walk back here and hang up the phone? It'd be the perfect cover. It wasn't me, I swear. I've never killed anything. I don't even use fly spray. Use fly spray because it makes me feel guilty. Fuck that. Kill bugs. Well, I did hit a duck with my car once, but that wasn't my fault. It flew right into me, and I felt really bad about it afterwards. Easy, easy. I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm going to find and arrest the murderer, and if that's not you, then you've got absolutely nothing to worry about. Just stay calm. The situation is under control. It doesn't feel like it's under control. That's all I need to know. That's all I need for now. Thanks, Becky. Okay, still didn't say anything. Was taking a piss, didn't hear anything strange. He said that he went out there during that. Didn't see anyone taking call on reception. I still think it's something that he did. Alright, let's talk to Zara. How you holding up? Right? God, her fucking image is so big compared to the other characters. It still fucking baffles me. Right now, we're in the middle of the biggest rainstorm of the year, and I'm stuck stranded in a gaudy mansion with a homicidal maniac on the loose. How do you think I'm holding up, Max? Your ears seem pretty... Your ears seem perky, so I'd say you're doing pretty well. Well, I'm not. Not only does that butler guy forbid us from driving home, but he does and gets himself murdered like an asshole. So now we're all scared for our lives as well. I was supposed to be eating Chinese food tonight, Max, and now I'm a suspect in a bloody murder case. I don't think this night could get any worse. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? Trying to piece together what happened so you can arrest the murderer? Yep, that's my job. You know the drill. Why are you bothering with questioning me? It's obvious that Alfred did it. I know, right? He's the only butler left. It couldn't have been anyone else. Just arrest him now. Save yourself some trouble. There's no need to interrogate everyone. Pandaria is here, so I really need to follow protocol, or I'll lose my job. So, Zara, where were you at the time of the murder? I was outside, remember? You talked to me and everything, and I even gave you a revealing swimsuit photo. How did you forget that? The murder took place after that, Zara. After I snuck into the dining room. There was that big announcement about the bridge flooding, and you got really upset. The butler was still alive then. Oh, right. I thought that was before I went outside. Nope. Well, in that case, I'm pretty sure I was inside when it happened. I was sitting in one of the hallways, playing games on my phone. I'd run out of charge, so I'd plugged into one of the power points on the wall. I had to unplug a light stand, but it wasn't turned on, so I don't think anyone minds. Actually, it's the one right here, see? Oh yeah, there it is. Alright, I buy your story. For now, that is. Did you see anyone else moving around right before the time of the murder? Not that I can remember, you're just out of the sight of the main desk here, so I didn't see anyone, but I was kind of distracted by my phone. So you were the only one in this part of the hallway. Oh, wait, no, that's right. That cute little maid girl was bringing scones around to everyone downstairs. She offered me one, but I wasn't really that hungry. I don't like pastries that much anyway. You turned down a free scone? I could arrest you right now, Zara, because clearly you've had some sort of psychotic episode. No one in their right mind turns down a scone. They're not They're not that great, Max. You monster. So the only person you saw at the time of the murder was the maid, Trixie. Yep, she was the only person I remember seeing. Thanks for the information, Zara. Don't mention it. Okay, anybody else I could talk to? Let's go talk to the maid again. I'm not talking to you, blah, 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 blah. Ask about the crumpets. Trixie, I know definitely that you were handing out crumpets downstairs at the approximate time of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Both Zara, the busty magic bunny girl, and Hector, the douchey real estate guy, saw you downstairs handing out crumpets, and I interviewed them separately. That proves it. Fine, you got me. I was handing out crumpets downstairs, but that's all I'm saying on the matter. If you want anything else out of me, you're going to have to get a lawyer. Something tells me I might not need one. Okay, let's leave. Where else can we go? Oh, we can go outside. Okay, I'm assuming Evelyn's out here. I saw her on the list. Yep. Okay, alright, there we go. Well, 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 if it isn't Alfred. I knew you were obsessed with cute girls, but murder? That surprised even me. Wait, what? You think I did it? Why? You're a butler. Oh crap, I am. I am too. I guess that puts me right on top of your suspect list. Yep. Mom told me I should have gone for the bellboy position in case something like this happened. I really should have listened to her. Wow, okay. I may be a butler, but that doesn't mean I was a murderer, and I can prove it too. Oh yeah? And how exactly can you prove it wasn't you? I was with Trixie the entire time. We were restocking all of the rooms upstairs for all of our guests that would be staying at the night. I would be staying the night. As I was upstairs the whole time, there was no way I could have gone to the kitchen and murdered Mr. Rockvale. I'm gonna go ask Trixie about that. Oh, is that so? Yep, go ask Trixie. She'll tell you. I can't be the murderer. I'm afraid it's not that simple, Alfred. Oh man, I got myself into so much trouble with this one. I wasn't even supposed to be working late tonight. I had plans to go to the coffee shrine after work and everything. Really? Now? Hey Bonnie, do the Fox Girls sexy shuffle? Alfred is bored. Oh, hey Bonnie, do the Fox Girl sexy shuffle. Alfred is bored. There we go. I told you not to use that name outside of coffee shrine. But it's funny, and look how sad Alfred is. You'll cheer him up if you do the shuffle for him. I'm not doing it, and that's final. Aw, you're no fun. That muscular police officer over there is Bonnie, the cute little fox girl? Yep, it's amazing what transformation serums can do nowadays. He had a thing for her. You alright there, Alfred? Whoops, I think I broke him. I was about to say, did you break him? I'll leave you to your existential crisis, Alfred. If I need anything else, I know where to find you. Bonnie-chan. Okay? Let's go talk to Brad. He's going to say the same thing. Hey, Brad. How's it going out here? These two seem to be holding up all right. They're both a little bit shaky, but that's only fair considering their boss was just brutally murdered, and his killer is still on the loose. I've made sure to keep them separated. None of them have had a chance to talk to each other. So you should be able to get a straight story out of them. Has Alfred admitted to the murder yet? Oh, have you found some evidence linking him to the murder? Oh, I kind of fucked that sentence up. Oh well. No, but why should I? He's a butler, Brad. A butler. And considering the other butler is dead, then he's the only remaining suspect that could have done it. The butler isn't always the murderer, Max. We're stuck in a spooky mansion with a bunch of diverse and interesting rich people when suddenly a murder takes place, and it just so happens to be during the exact same time a massive thunderstorm hits, causing us to be stranded in the middle of nowhere with no connection to the outside world. This is a classic murder mystery 101, Brad. The butler always does it. We're not cut off from the rest of the world, Max. My phone is working just fine. Really? Mine doesn't get any service. Maybe I forgot to recharge it. It has been saying it's been on low battery for like forever now. I think the little icon is broken. Whatever, Alfred was still the murderer. Alfred might be a massive Herbert, but I don't think he's got it in him. You should see how he acts at Coffee Shrine. He's so aloof and carefree. People like that generally don't murder the people. Why the hell did I just talk like the grandpa from Hey Arnold? They do when they work as butlers. Hey, do you mind if I ask you a few questions about the murder? Sure, no problem. What do you need to know? Where were you during the time of the murder? I'm still trying to work exactly I'm still trying to work out exactly where I would have been at the exact time of death, but I did go upstairs with Ethan right after we were all told about the storm. The two of us had unfinished business to settle. These two are such douches. You were still arguing about the painting, weren't you? Damn right I was. That spoiled prick doesn't know what he's talking about. There's no way it's a magic-eyed painting. I could never seem to get those to work as a kid. Sometimes I could kind of see it, but it never looked like the pictures in the back of the book. That being said, I know a magic eye picture when I see one, and that painting wasn't one of them. So you spent the entire evening upstairs with Ethan. Did you see anyone else while you were up there? I think one of the staff members might have come in to change the towels or something. I wasn't really paying attention at the time. Ethan and I were having a pretty heated argument. So you're not sure if there was anyone else there? Sorry, buddy. If I knew a murder was going to take place, I would have been paying a lot more attention. Oh well, some information is better than nothing. Thanks for the help, Brad. Don't mention it. If I remember anything else useful, I'll let you know. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to Evelyn now. Evelyn the Castro. As you probably expect, I have some questions for you. Do you have a moment? Sure. What? What did you want to ask me? She looks like really glazed over her eyes. Why are you so nervous all of a sudden? What happened to that calm and composed attitude you always have? Gee, you don't think it would have been Gee, you don't think it would have anything to do with the fact my most senior staff member and trusted friend was just murdered in my own home? Is that not allowed to upset me? Fair point. I think I'm going to have to sell this house. I don't feel safe here anymore. This place is really nice. Don't let one murder ruin it for you. This is an awesome mansion. There's so many bedrooms. Although it could do with a swimming pool. And having a lot of bedrooms would just give a murderer heaps of places to hide if they broke into your house. You're not exactly helping. Build a swimming pool. Anyway, do you mind if I ask you a few questions? Of course not. Go ahead. Where were you during the time of the murder? I was in my room upstairs. Victoria and I were the only ones present. Oh, and what were the two of you doing upstairs? None of your business. Ask Victoria if you don't believe me. She'll back up my story. I might just do that. Did you see or hear anything out of the ordinary while you were upstairs? No, but I was somewhat distracted. Victoria might have heard something, but everything seemed normal to me. Interesting. Thanks for the information, Evelyn. Rest assured, we're going to find this murder. No offense, but I have a feeling I'd do a better job solving this case myself. There's the bitch. Can't get away from a conversation without you having something. None taken. Alright, let's review our notes. I still think it was Pandare. Was porking Victoria. She's obviously super evil, won't tell me anything, suspiciously defensive. Was upstairs. I'm like 90% sure it's not me. I'm too cute to kill anyone. Claims to have been outside. Maid brought crumpet. Saw Alfred and maid cleaning. Was Brad. Okay. Let's go ahead and move location. Let's head back into here. It's like blood everywhere. I want to... No. I need to go to the balcony. Fuck. I want to ask Trixie. Fuck, I can't talk. You know what I'm trying to say. Trixie. Ask about the cleaning. So Trixie, Alfred tells me you were cleaning rooms with him before the murder. Is this true? Alfred says a lot of things. Ethan saw you upstairs as well. That's two people who saw you. Fine, I admit it. I was cleaning rooms with Alfred, but that doesn't mean I had anything to do with the murder, and I'm not going to say anything on the matter until I've spoken to a lawyer. Aha! Why did you make that noise? Because, my dear Trixie, you've just dug yourself a very deep hole. I've got no idea how you're going to explain your way out of this one. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, you do. Didn't you just admit to being upstairs with Alfred cleaning rooms prior to the murder? Yeah, so? Well, if you were upstairs restocking rooms with Alfred the whole time, then how were you also downstairs serving crumpets to everyone? Bam! There's been some mistake. I've got multiple witnesses claiming they saw you in two places at once, Trixie. How do you explain that? You're wrong. So all these people are lying? Yeah, they have to be. Where were you during the time of the murder, Trixie? Were you upstairs or were you downstairs? I need to speak to a lawyer. Oh, there's no need for that. I can explain why multiple witnesses saw you in two places at once, Trixie. You can? Yep. Then prove it. It's with hallucinogens. Trixie has an evil twin. Someone else was wearing the maid costume. I'm gonna go ahead and save real quick, but I'm assuming it's the maid. That wasn't you upstairs at all. Someone else was wearing a maid costume. Oh yeah? Who? Becky? Surely Alfred would recognize her. She was serving the crumpets downstairs then. And our guest didn't notice? We don't exactly look similar. People would realize that Becky had spontaneously changed her outfit. She's the first person they saw when they arrived for a crying out loud. Maybe they were distracted and not paying attention. Try again, Copper. Oh. You have an evil twin. Yeah, that must be it. It's the only way you could be in two places at the exact same time. And you were working downstairs at the same time your evil twin was working upstairs. It makes perfect sense. How did you know? Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. Fine, I admit it. My twin sister and I have been working here for the past 6 months, pretending to be one person, so we can take longer breaks or take turns having a day off. What? Really? I mean, I knew that all along. It's the perfect scheme. It's the perfect scheme. And I've been waiting for you to slip up all evening. I'm a master detective. Stuff like this is child's play to me. Of course you had an evil twin. One of you killed the butler while the other one worked in plain view so that you had an alibi. And because no one knew you had a sister, no one would ever suspect you. It's a genius plan that would have worked. But something went wrong, and you slipped up. Both you and your sister were seen, and now your sick and malicious plan for perfect murder has crumpled all around you. Admit it, you and your sister killed the butler. That's not true. I'm not a murderer, and neither is my sister. Sure, we were running a work scheme, but we didn't kill anyone, and especially not Mr. Rockvale. He was a great boss. If you're not the murderer, then prove it. I need to speak to a lawyer. Why are you two screaming? Trixie has an evil twin who assisted her in the murder and murdering the butler. I just figured that out. An evil twin? Yep. You, get me a lawyer. Max, have you been refusing to let this girl speak to a lawyer this whole time? Yeah, but it was for good cause. I got her to admit she has an evil twin. Does she actually have an evil twin, or have you just driven her insane by abusing your power as a police officer? Trixie, calm down. We'll figure this out. Yep. I'm so scared, Millie. Okay, thank God. I'm glad her name changed. There, I've got you. See? I told you. Evil twin. This changes nothing, Max. Get her on the phone to a lawyer. Fine. So, how are things going between you and Max? You look super cute in your matching cosplay today. Okay, that's a good place to stop. I'm going to go ahead and save right here, and I will pick this up at some point. I'm probably going to end up doing these, like, again, I was doing before, once a week. I don't know what's going to go on when it comes to, like, streaming or recording and what my recording schedule is going to be like. I got to make sure everything's still going to work or whatnot. I haven't tried playing a really big game yet, so I don't know if I'll be able to record it. Then again, I can also turn the frame rate down on, like, bigger games, for instance, along those lines. But at least I want to get you guys the best quality that I possibly can. With the games that I can do it with. So it's just going to be kind of like a playing game and, you know, kind of setting up how I'm going to do it. But I'm glad. I'm glad I was able to jump back in. I'm glad I was able to finally make a video or whatnot. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this part. I know there was a lot of explanation at the beginning of it, and I haven't changed when it comes to reading. I still suck at it, but hopefully you guys still enjoyed the part, and I look forward to playing more of it. So with that, that's all the time I got for today, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you believe Trixie did it, or maybe it was something else? If you know what's going to happen, obviously you probably do, because this game's been out for so long now, and I totally screwed up by not recording it, you know, sooner. But like I said yesterday, I couldn't. Let me know in the comment section below, but don't spoil it for me or anybody else that might happen to play the game and hasn't gotten that far or anything along those lines. So anyway, thank you guys for checking out the part, and I will see you guys next time. Maineiacs out.